This video deals with Lamar being given the so-called keys to the offense, which I believe is another way of saying he will come to the line of scrimmage with the ability to change run to pass, pass to run, even the direction of a run. Sometimes it's my expectation that he'll be allowed to change protections, even change routes. He'll certainly be expected to pick up blitzes and change protections from that standpoint. He'll be expected to anticipate where the blitz or pressure will come from. And it isn't just him, it's all 11 guys on the field. The first thing I'll mention, and this has been talked about a fair amount, I believe, is that he'll be allowed more time, he and the offense getting to the line of scrimmage, where Lamar is able to check out the front, the coverage, and just their personnel in general. And this has been stated a lot, I believe, in the past. He comes to the line of scrimmage more or less with one play call with limited time on the play clock. Strictly speaking, a check and a call are not the same thing, though I'll sort of use those two terms synonymously through the video. We see Lamar Jackson on 2nd and 6. In this particular instance, having the license to change the play at the line of scrimmage. I think he's changing these routes that are being run. He's giving Pat a gray call. What I mean by that is Pat now has the ability to check and release to the flat. I'm sure the Ravens have their own coded term for that. Lamar turning Ricard gray, which is saying previously he was to stay in protection. It's possible Lamar turns this run to pass as well, though that I'm not certain about. We see from the end zone angle him making the call to the line, and you can see Pat acknowledge that and Mark, and I think he's changing the route combination being run on the outside. You see a levels concept where Mark really gets beat up, Pat releases, nice throw, nice win across the middle. This is late in the play clock, 3rd down versus the Giants. See the Giants align in this rather unusual stack over the center. They had seen this one time earlier in the game. Lamar is going to signal the back to the flat, read post snap right there. Read post snap who goes to cover him. Lo and behold, somebody on the other side of the field. He's also checking post snap the depth of his safety if he drives to cover the flat. Again, this is 3rd down. Number 10, to a certain extent, holds this safety on the field side, although I think he could do a better job, or the route could be more interesting in that regard. Once he sees that, he gets the football out early. I believe they pick up the 1st down here, but you see what I mean about this route. You can see that that route holds the safety for an instant, but should it hold him for an instant longer by being deeper or run differently, this could be an easier 1st down or perhaps more yards. Watch it again. I want to talk about packages as it regards Lamar's ability to change plays. What I mean by packages, I think this is an area that Monken is really going to shine and be able to exploit defenses, is that the Ravens offense is going to have the ability to carry these run to pass or pass to run type packages based on personnel, where Lamar is given the freedom to read the front or the coverage or just the defensive personnel in general and change the formation and the play itself from a run to pass. I think it's noteworthy to point out that this is a 1st and 10 call, and the Ravens come out in this I formation look. You get 9 defenders right around the line of scrimmage, or roughly speaking, inside the box. And the Ravens sort of beat their head into the wall here, I believe, unnecessarily. I believe it's precisely these sorts of instances where you'll see Lamar change the formation. You'll see perhaps different personnel in the bodies of the tight ends, and as a consequence have a 3 tight end look. But he's going to come to the line of scrimmage with more time, change the play from run to pass in these particular looks, I believe, and the Ravens will avoid sort of bashing their head into a wall. We're also going to see Todd Monken do these sorts of things early in the play clock, bring the Ravens out in 22 personnel I formation just to force a defense to show them a look. And they're going to have built-ins where Lamar can change pass to run, and everybody's on board before it even happens. One of the problems, of course, with getting to the line of scrimmage with not a lot of time left on the play clock is that it affords defenses better opportunity to time up blitzes just as the ball is snapped. Does not give the quarterback enough time very often to see these things in advance. It certainly doesn't give the receivers enough time to adjust or run a hot, the tight end, the back, tight end to this side to run some kind of hot or a sight adjustment outside. Just a little now route on 2nd and 6. Also with the Ravens getting to the line and dragging the clock down to the last 3 or 4 seconds, it also affords the defense a chance to rotate their safeties. You can't read the coverage deep. And this is a sort of situation you would want the quarterback getting the ball out hot, down by the goal line, 2nd and 6. And this is either good planning or very good fortune that Ricard's being brought across the formation in protection. He picks up this blitz. Good protection up front as well. But bear in mind, if somebody wins up front on the defensive side, or if the back has to pick up this blitz and misses, you could be in trouble. And the fact of the matter is, no one adjusts their routes. Watch it again. I guarantee you that Monken's offense is going to carry certain routes where there aren't any hots or sight adjustments. It's been built into the route combinations automatically. That is to say, if pressure comes, there's an outlet already built into the concept. But the quarterback has to be able to identify pressure consistently, and he has to know where that outlet is. Here we see the Giants bring a slot inside of Ricard and number 5 outside. They're trying to get 5 matched up on Ricard. This is a fairly clear look pre-snap of a pressure that could be coming. You see Lamar does see it, moves away from it, does appear to see Ricard to that side. We'll look at the overhead. That's clearly where he needs to get the ball. Here we see that corner move inside just off tackle. Lamar's got to see that. And as I said, the Ricard route is built in. He's got to find him here and get rid of the football. We talked about personnel groupings earlier where guys are able to kind of morph in and out of run and pass on the same play, show different looks, see how the defense reacts, give Lamar the opportunity to read the coverage or the front and adjust the play call accordingly. At that point, Lamar is going to be asked to account for his decision-making. That is to say, why he changed the front or why he changed the protection or why he changed the routes. But I do not believe for 1 second that he'll be on a short leash in that regard. They won't hold him responsible or accountable for whether or not the play is successful. Ultimately, they will hold him accountable for why he makes those changes.